Hi ladies, it's Annie. I'm going to try and do a tutorial to show you how to make, I don't know what to call it, a doodad. It's like a brooch or something. It's like the one I made and put on my shoe. I should have had it over here, but I didn't. I meant to and I forgot. But anyway, it's like this that I had on my shoe. Some of you guys wanted to know how to make it, so I thought I'd just show you here. And I just use, this is 30 gauge. I don't even know if you guys can see that. It's so light, so small. That is 30 gauge wire, and I think the other wire I used was 28. I like a thin wire because you know you're kind of like sewing with it, and the big thick stuff won't go through your beads, or you can't really manipulate it, and we're just wanting to kind of sew with it, so we need something that's, you know, pliable. So anyway, and I use these things. Let me see. I mean, I know that everybody has got these metal pieces, and it doesn't really matter. You know, you could like use these gears, just so long as it's something that's got holes in it, you know, just something. I mean, that's all. Sorry about the glare. Just something that's got holes in it is all that matters to me, and stuff. And then, like I said too, and when I get through with them, or before, actually, I would have done this before I started if it was a piece I was going to use, but I guess I could do it after. I would have just painted this with gesso. Since I'm using white beads, I would have painted this piece of metal white and stuff. So anyway, you can paint it or whatever. Just depends on, you know, what color your beads are or whatever. And I just cut me a piece of wire, no particular rhyme or reason to the length of it. It's just something not really long because it's kind of hard to work with if it's too long. And I just insert it. I hope this is clear. Just insert it in this particular piece of metal. I'm going to put it in the middle. And then, like I said, I got beads back here. Got me a variety pack of beads, whatever color beads you want. That's up to you. And I even got some metal beads and whatever do you want to do. You can put charms or whatever. It doesn't really matter. But since I started in the middle, I'm going to get me a bigger bead. And I'm going to use this pink one. Maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. And you just thread it on your wire. It's kind of hard to keep my fingers out of the way here. And just right back down through there. Maybe. Yeah. It's kind of hard to do this and see where the hole is. And the only tools that you'll need is maybe some pair of scissors or something to cut the wire. And see, you got to start. And I'll just turn this around because I don't want that wire on top. I mean, that's optional too. It may not matter to you. But anyway, I just pull it. And you might, I don't know, sometimes this depends. You might want a tool. If you're having trouble with your wire getting it in or something, you might want a tool to straighten it out or pull it or something. But other than that, and then I just twist it underneath it after I get it through. I just take and twist it really where it just is real tight, you know, just like that, and it makes your bead, you know, your beads real sturdy and stuff. And then I just take one end of the wire again, up, pick a hole, up through the hole, just like so. I'm just going to keep that tail down there. And then I'm going to pick another bead. Yeah, let's try a white one so you can see. And it's just stringing the bead on and stuff. But anyway, you just do the same thing. You got the bead on. And you just back down through a hole. I went back down through the other hole, but it doesn't, I mean, it really doesn't matter. It's not a big thing, but if you got a lot of beads or something, it might make it a little bit neater or easier. And then, like I said, I want to turn mine around. Of course, usually by the time you get through with these, they got so many beads on it, it doesn't really matter. And then I'm going to twist it again, and just hold the bead at the top and twist your 2 pieces of wire. And don't worry about if your wire, you run out of wire or whatever, because you can always cut another piece of wire and it's easy enough to start, again. And same thing up through the hole. Now, it didn't look too neat on the back, okay? But you can go up through the same hole again if you feel like you've got a spot, like this one's kind of moved over. And I might want to just, go up through there again. And go up through that middle place again. Pull it. And it doesn't matter if you bend this a little bit. You can always bend it back later. No big thing. And I'm going to put a metal bead on it this time. Yeah, I'm going to do a metal bead this time. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. There we go. A metal bead. And then back down through a hole. Just like so. So you can see how it's starting to form up and stuff. And you can get, like I said, you use different size beads, and we'll go back up. Well, I didn't twist it. I'm going to twist it. And see the twist, and just hold your bead. Hold your bead and twist your 2 wires together on the bottom. Okay? There we go. And you only have to twist it, 2 or 3 times just so it's secure. Because I like for these to stay in place, after I put them on. And then that way I know, I just like the way it looks and stuff. And then you just continue on. And just like if you want to fill in, say you've got a spot that you feel like, okay, there's a little hole there and I want to fill it in, well, you can go back up anywhere, at any time with the wire again. And you can, like if I wanted to fill that little hole in right there, just get me a bead of my choice and bring the wire back up through there, and you just build it up. Just like I built this one. I don't know, that's really bright looking. Anyway, I just built this one up and till I got the look I wanted, and that was it. And if you want to you can make a brooch out of these if you want. I would suggest you put a piece of felt on the back, and then put your your brooch finding on it, or like when I put mine on the shoe, I think I just used up one of the little inch paper punches, and put on the back of it to cover up the the wire, because I had quite a bit of wire back here. And then when you get ready to quit, I just twist the final bead and the wire together just like I've been doing, and I just used a tool. I just used a tool and just bent it and pulled it back up through, and then I took my clippers, my side nips, and I just clipped it off way down in here, and that way there was no sharp edges on the back. And if you clip it way down kind of low here, you're not going to have any sharp edges on the front. And then, like I said, I put something on the back of it, and of course that keeps the sharp edges and keeps everything intact, and your wire all where you put it, and of course it's all twisted together, it's not going anywhere. And then you can put it on whatever you want to, and you can make them any size that you want to, and that's just the way I do mine. And but anyway, I don't want to make this video too long. If anybody's got any questions or you want to know anything else, just feel free to ask me. I'll be glad to answer your questions. I haven't done too many tutorials, so I'm not real sure if I'm going about this right. And don't forget, if you want to, you can add anything to your beads, just like you usually do, like your bead caps. You can add bead caps, your little you know, your little rondelles that you know, add, and here, drop that one. You know, your little rondelles and things that you always add, and your little small bead caps, spacer beads and things. You can add all that stuff to your beads and just, you know, run the wire through it just like you do when you're doing your regular beading. So, but anyway, like I said, if you have any questions, you know, just feel free to ask, and I'll be glad to answer them. And hopefully this will turn out all right. We'll see. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of the Sunday afternoon, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.